but yeah, that was a nice chest turn. I saw that. What's up, Zonda? What's up, Rambly? Alright. I honestly, for some reason, thought you had a 125. I don't know why. Just that boomer memory, I guess. Yeah, and let me know if it looks okay on stream too. I mean, it looks fine to me. I think I cropped it right. Oh, you nice bush. Just like nudge the bush. No, I'm not ready to start playing this again just yet. On like indefinite hiatus. When did you get this run? Was it back in like what year was it? That was really close. Holy crap. Okay, up spin. Mope. I still do that. Almost 2 years? Okay. I thought you got this a while ago. Very nice. Yeah, upspin is absolutely fine. Don't give in to the left spin propaganda. I'll probably do that forever. I don't care how much time it loses. I mean, it doesn't really lose anything. Sorry, I just want to look at this again. That was a pretty aggressive approach. I don't know if you always do that. I mean, I'm not good at this boss either. But I can say that, like, yeah, it was a little bit aggressive. Like, I like to just kind of hesitate a bit before I attack him, but I mean, this worked out. I mean, you didn't get hit, so. What's up, FSG? Agree. It's kind of a meme strat now. I think I want to say more skilled players just do the upspin. I don't know what Eddie does or Eerie, but I'm sure Eerie does upspin at least. Yeah, but it's harder to get that left spin though. It does save a little bit. It definitely does. But I think it might be even less than 12 frames. Yeah, that was the only thing I was gonna say about the guard. The approach is really important. You essentially either have to delay your slash. I kind of like to walk to the right of him a bit before I slash him. It's a little bit slower, but it definitely gives me an indicator on what he's gonna do. There's like one or two things you can do to react. Well, Ball and Chain was like an enigma for me all the way up until like 123. So it's hard to understand that fight. Like, but you could either be aggressive and just don't mind resetting there, or losing a little time. By the way, everything so far has been like pretty standard, so I haven't really said much here. Oof. I'm just gonna assume that snake was just a bad reaction, I'm sure. The longer you play, the more comfortable you get with like kind of walking through those snakes. You don't have to like, just so you're aware, like you don't have, like what I would do here if I got this, I would literally just walk around the bottom. Which I think, it looks like that's what you tried to do actually. You tried to do that. Oh, and you did deboost in the right direction, so maybe it was intended, sorry. You think what's scary about that throw, since you killed both of them, is like sometimes that blue rupee's there. That's when you want to do the diagonal throw if possible, but not a big deal. Oh, and then you should like, anytime you enter this room, just always go to the left, or I usually pump left, but you can just go left here, and these snakes will never, or these especially when their rats are going down, like you're always gonna get hit if they're going down into the left. You like moved a little bit too late there. I would say like on average you're always gonna go left. Like you're not really saving anything by trying not to move left, since you gotta avoid the bats, but you should just try to move left sooner, and that shouldn't happen. I think what people do now, well, I don't know who came up with this, I can't remember if it was Joe. It might have been Joe. What? Wait, how do you frame advance again? Oh, you have to click this button, that's right. When you come out, you just diagonal boomerang here instead. Even if it's gonna miss, it doesn't matter. It's better than the slash you're doing here. The diagonal boom doesn't even lose much time. And it'll always hit the rat if it's in your way. So just diagonal boom out of that door. Yeah, I mean, I try to read the rats too, but I think over time I just thought, so let me just say this at least. So when you boom or slash here, there's a very good chance these rats won't be in your way. You won't have to wait for them, on average, from my personal experience. So usually, even if you take the fast route, right, and you don't slash here, like these rats would probably be in your way. Yeah, it's pretty quick too. I think Dom got a 547 with that boom strat. He was always going for it. So it's definitely like not too bad. But what I find is even if you react properly to the rats, they're still gonna get in the way at the door. So I don't know, just something to consider. Just my opinion from what I've seen. At door, you recommend holding sword out. Is that just what people do now, Erie? I'm gonna skip through the text. Oh, we're grabbing the sync cart. Well, I guess it's expected. Oh, I see. Okay, well that's an interesting thought too. Slash is good. Yeah, sync card is good at 126. Ignore me. I wasn't trying to say anything. I mean, it's fine. It's fine to low 123 too. Yeah. Promise I wasn't trying to poop on you. I mean, really, so dropping sync has kind of just turned into your survivability. Like if you're surviving most of your runs, you can probably skip it. That's really what should determine whether you skip it or not. This is good. The thing that's changed here, I think maybe since you've played, I'm not sure, is canceling at the top of these stairs. Like every single set of stairs can be canceled with a left or right to save a little time, but it's really minor and it's kind of awkward to do it. So, I mean, only do it if it actually saves you time. I would just test it yourself. Yeah, I see you learning Super Metroid, man, and my condolences. That's all I gotta say. What's up, Dr. Cool Guy? Well, that was pretty feisty Stalfos there. Little tiny tip for this room, just totally up to you if you want to use it. When you go to what the hell? When you go to throw this pot, what the fuck? The second pot, like as you're picking it up, you can hold down right. If you're holding down right, it'll face you downwards. Oh, it looks like you were already. It looks like you were doing that here, actually, or your reaction was just really good. But yeah, you just hold down right when you pick that pot up. Wait, could he avoided that Stalfos? Oh yeah, you could have avoided this one. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So you would walk down here, don't slash this guy. You would just walk down here, and if he faces downward, that's when you slash. This way he slashes up this way, or he jumps this way. So you don't have to slash twice. Cause see, he looked down after, which don't know if he would have did that if you. Yeah. Really good call out, thank you. Yeah, I would say always get these arrows. I think everybody does it now, except Eddie, right? I think even like Eerie still grabs those arrows. Yeah, arrows are good to 122. That was rough. I don't really think that was your fault, but I don't really like to throw the boom here. I like to just grab the key. It's truly not a big deal what you do, but there's no real recommendation. It's literally the same. Oh yeah, the other thing is you can also cancel off these stairs. Like at this exact pixel, you can press left, or like here you would press left because it's easy. If you start holding left, it'll cancel the drag from the stairs here. And I think when this guy's against the wall like this, you can actually walk past him. I'm pretty sure. I think you can walk past him. And you can squeeze. It's as long as that guy's like hugging the wall. You could avoid this guy too. You didn't have to slash this guy. You can just like, even though he's looking at you, like just diagonal to the against the rail here. He wouldn't have got you. Oh, that's scary. I think most people do that arrow now unless they need the rupees. They skip the popo. Well, that was good. That looks good. Yeah. The rest of that Eastern is pretty good. Most of your time loss was just kind of reacting to the Stalfos. Outside of other minor things, but like those are the big things. Like your reaction will just get better the longer you play. Understanding the Stalfos. Like actually, if you probably would have golded that Eastern. You would have golded that Eastern if without those like Stalfos issues. But I mean, I think this is probably average for someone who has a 126. Like I'm not just. I think it's normal to kind of not be 100% familiar with. If this run count's accurate and you only have 61 runs, then I mean, it's kind of expected to not understand everything like that yet. Yeah, a lot of the little frames you could squeeze in a lot of rooms, but I think that kind of just gradually gets better naturally over time. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you were still close to gold, kind of, just from that segment alone. So there's plenty of improvement just in Eastern alone. Is this actually 61 runs? Is this an accurate attempt count? That's pretty good. 126 is really good for that many attempts, I think. I love that book buffer. Wait, what? Oh, the... What's the diagonal propaganda again? Oh, you just diagonal from the door, you mean, when you enter? Like this? Oh, you're talking about anytime you... Oh, yeah, so... Yeah, that's true. So, if you're only moving a tile, like for example here, if there's only a tile of movement, so like, so didn't he stop? Well, he stopped properly here, right? Is that what like everyone does now? Forgive me, because I kind of don't remember what the rules are here. So it's... He's stopping early on purpose is what you're saying, right? And then walking to the door. Yeah, so I know when you start a dash, if you have to move up one tile, you can diagonal towards you can just diagonal towards your destination, if that makes sense. So if you need to dash, just pretend this bookshelf's not here. If you're dashing here, you can actually, if you're walking from this way, you could just dash, you just diagonal and dash from here instead. So like that's what most people do now, because it doesn't lose more than a frame. But I think stopping your dash early is also fine too. When you're going into the store, like you don't want to stop like literally against this and then walk out. It's just, it's the plague. Wait, where were we? We were here. Okay, yeah, and then the other thing that's added is you got two options here. You can either cancel looking left to get rid of the stair drag, or you can tap A from these stairs. If you do like a dust kick here, it'll cancel the lag. Or what I was doing, which I don't recommend doing anymore because I would always bonk, but you can dash from here and cancel the dash with the book press. But I wouldn't do that. I found that it's just stupid unless your reaction's really good. But this is new stuff, so. Oh, it's not better? Well, yeah, that's what I started doing was tap cancel. Tap cancel's better. I just thought it was funny you can stop the dash with the book. Smells good. Back in the day, all the strats that... Ooh, how did you get hit there? Oh, your dash was super late. I was like, how did you even get hit? Yeah, it's just a... nothing you could do about that. It's just... I've never seen anyone get hit there, but I guess if you delay your dash that much, you can. Ooh. I would say maybe look at this room. Just kind of get a feel for some of the RNGs in there. There's 32 RNGs, but... Or wait. Yeah, 32. But generally you can do it by feel, I think. There's a couple that you just need to change up. I guess like the general easy casual way to do this room, just so you're aware, if there's ever a point where you have to stop your dash because you're not going to make it through, after you get the key, you dash past the you dash like past the tiles here, and then you won't get hit on the way out. Like that's like the very general rule if you're just trying to look for an easy way to not practice this room. And if you dash all the way through, then you can dash from the chest. So if you don't have to stop, yeah, exactly. Like kind of walk onto the sand and then dash. If you have to stop your dash on the way to the key, you know, on average, it should be fine. But it's a really hard room. There's optimal ways to like really fine tune it, but I think like, I mean, if you're going for 124, I wouldn't worry about learning every RNG just yet. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Yeah. Exactly. You don't have to be like just walk down further, really. Little tiles. I didn't see this actually. Hang on. I think you want to dash a little lower there. Yeah, you want to dash like the bottom of Link's shadow needs to be touching the bottom stair, I think. I think it needs to be touching here for it to be faster. Because you still kind of stuttered on the way out. So you dash a little too high. No big deal though. No big deal. Really nice. Fucking the Red Sea splitting in half like you're fucking Moses or something. I hate that. I think in here I think you would have wanted to get the bottom one first, like just because you're closer to it. Just slash and then dash up. Only real thing to say about that. Also, this is like a perfect example of not wanting to walk. So, two things about this room. So you see how this is exactly what FSG was talking about. Like, when you walk out of this door, and you walk up one tile. Hang on one second. I just realized my stream was playing in the background. You can walk diagonal to this tile here and start your dash. However, you go under the torch now. I think that's what everyone does. It's very safe. It doesn't lose very much time over the optimal strat. And it eliminates the reaction of dealing with the popos up here. So, essentially come out of the door and then just walk diagonal and then dash here to this BMOS. You can actually stand on this tile and be safe. And then dash all the way up and then just kind of walk to the pot. Eliminates the reaction and everything, and it's actually really fast. I think Yuzu found that. Also, this is a bastard door, so you kind of got to walk out of it a bit before you diagonal, so just keep that in mind. But in this case, I would do the bottom, go under the torch. I think it's better. I started doing that, and it's definitely fast. So I'd walk out a bit and then maybe dash here. I think this is where you would want to dash, maybe in this spot on this tile. Just walk diagonal here and go up. This strat's pretty out. You don't have to even deal with the robust. Oh damn, you would have almost got that red too. Oh, you couldn't see the mouse? What the hell? Sorry. It's this tile. This one here. Just FYI. Alright, anyway. Remember, you could light torches from a half tile away. What's up, SM wing cap? SM64 wing cap. Yeah, it really is better. I don't know how no one thought of trying that before. I guess I'll watch this fight in whole first. It's pretty new. It's something that was, yeah, I'd say it's even... I thought it was even newer than that, 2020. Wow, that was good, actually. Like, you saved that pretty well. Yeah, I mean, this is a tight spot. I mean, you probably could move over a little bit more right, but... I think maybe you want to be a half tile over when you think he's going this way, but not a big deal. You could have got an extra arrow there, but I'm just being nitpicky at this point. I mean, this was a good fight. Well, actually, that was just bad luck, sorry. A 4 cycle. But it could have been 3. Oh, is it oh, it's Hotsurubi? Oops. Oh, Yuzu. No, it wasn't Yuzu. What's up, Kazunov? I thought it was Yuzu. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's not too much I could say about Lamol. It's just, you know, the general rules are just, you know, try to keep track of the HP when you can. I think your general, like, setup was fine. I think you just missed a couple arrows. It wasn't anything super serious. So, not too much to say there. Just, you need to just practice forever. Just focus on HP and just make sure your adjustments are good. I think I practice Lamolus literally every single time I do runs this game. Ugh. I mean, this was fine. You just reacted improperly. Not a big deal. Sometimes it's hard to tell, like, right away, what to do. You can remember just another thing, when you're leaving these stairs, just tap A. And it'll stop the drag at the top. Excuse me. Yeah, Crab was kind of a dick, yeah. Oh, nice poke. That was good reaction. If you hold right here, if you just hold right, you'll get like a boost from this little rock thingy here. You just have to hold right, you don't have to hold diagonal. Oh, that was... oh. I was like, oh, that was really good, and then you got hit again. Did you not get the quick warp? How did you not get it? I think... oh, I know what happens, because you didn't cancel your spin speed. So in this particular warp, quick warp, you do want to cancel. Like, you tap A here. Yeah, you want to tap A before you enter the warp. And you'll get it every time. You should honestly save the menu. You should save the menu probably for this warp, if possible. Or save it for like a reaction on Death Mountain. Like, I think what some people, I don't know if anyone's doing this anymore, but they were saving it for this guy here, going up this corner. I was doing it for a while, but I stopped. But you can actually menu buffer here if this guy is over here going down, and you can kind of react and run around him. But it's a little tight. But I would maybe save it for the second quick work, if anything. Yeah, I was doing it for a while, but I for some reason I changed back. Yeah, just tap A for that one, because you want to be on the rightmost pixel when you enter that warp, but when you have spin speed state, you walk over it, essentially. I imagine you just do this to be safe. That's strat. I believe in your tile skills, so I'll skip through the tiles. Okay, yeah, that was good. That was a good, that was pretty good. Okay. That sucks. If you're menuing in here, by the way, you can either menu to light this torch on the way as you're walking down. I think some people do that. I personally just menu here, and then like stand right in between these tiles, and then just light the torch, tap up, and then light this. Some people even lamp dash, but that's tryharding, in my opinion. How's he gonna get out of this one? Okay, so I think really the only problem in this room you had was you were, I think, a little too far right here, which is why you got that weird push to here. So you kind of want to just cut it a little closer and slash a little lower. So you kind of get pushed down here, if that makes sense. Yeah, see, I think you hit him a little too high there. It's always hard to explain to see, because you want to get knocked down here. So you just need to adjust that a little bit. Because that's probably why you kind of mess this up a bit. Sorry, I have to like literally click this. Because generally this would have worked. And you walked over to the... You walked over right. Which I think you meant to turn. But I think your idea was right there. Like you were trying to do the right thing. Imagine if I just downloaded this and you just died during this run. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Everything's okay. Not gonna say much about the bomb jump. There is a spin bomb jump that I think is good for... I think it's good for, I want to say newer players. I'm not really good at it. But I hear a lot of newer players like it a lot. I would look into that because it's faster. Also, what I do in this room now, so you don't have to cancel right here anymore, which kind of makes this a little hard, right? You can actually tap A and walk directly down, and then do the bumper skip. So I tap A from this door and just walk straight down to the tile you want. But I don't think this matters. If you're comfortable with this, then it's fine. But I think it makes it easier just walking straight down. Grabbing a couple hearts, understandable. Oh yeah, you could have. Yeah, I think I saw that too, but I didn't want to. You definitely could have, but I being at a half heart, I would have been shitting my pants as well. Oh yeah, you could do full diagonal. Yeah, I think that's fine too. I haven't timed that myself, but I'm sure it's good. Dude, I am shitting my pants watching you do this. Holy fuck. Okay, so a couple Moldorm tips. That hit was good. So I think like I wouldn't have dashed here. So like what I do, and everyone does this fight differently, I think. But like instead of dashing here, you should kind of just walk up to his tail and slash him. But I guess it's a little scary in this corner. But you want to definitely just minimize the amount of dash. Like here, that's a dangerous dash. Like here, I would just walk behind him and slash him. Like you can kind of. I mean, this worked out. Can't complain, but see how scary that is? Like the dashing, you never want him to be above you when you're dashing. Like, you got lucky here. Without getting hit. So, like, the general rule is if you're dashing through him, you want his head to be below you. I think. Like, I think that's what the general rule is. Oh, charge up is through the head. Yeah, that works too. I just like poking his tail, honestly, and then if he gets a little weird, then I spin. That hit was good. Yeah, that's just, that dash is so scary to me. I don't know why. I guess I wouldn't have did that. Like here, okay, yeah, so there you, that very first, like, bump you had. Like here, if he would have poked you, like, I would have released here. Because you're fine, you're not going to fall. You would have hit his tail. Oh my god. Okay, that one worked out. But It's fine. Like I'm not trying to roast the fight or anything, but I think just there's a lot of like opportunity for improvement, in my opinion. I think you could spend a bit more time on that fight and just kind of work out some of the kinks. It's a fucking hard fight, honestly. Your heart definitely, like, I still get nervous no matter what when I get to that fight. I still get a little bit of anxiety. As confident as I am in the fight, it's just sketchy. Yeah, I didn't start getting more comfortable towards the end of the last time I grinded this. I think the poking's good. Poking's really safe because your sword's out. Interesting choice of rupees there. You could have just grabbed one. What was the reason for grabbing those 2 extra? Do you remember? Okay, and you can grab the tree a little bit further here from the left. Oh yeah, so you could do a bird shot here, although I don't think it was. Is that the new thing now? I mean, I think that's what I was doing. You can shoot this guy with an arrow. There's a specific tile I look for, but I can't remember which one it is. But you want to go, like in this case, you should have taken this rupee and this rupee and just dash up. I guess you didn't have to even take both of these, you just needed one. Pretty sure. Right? Where's my math off? No, you only needed 2. So what you could have done is just grab both of these and then shoot this bird. Yeah, you definitely never want to go on this side of the tree if possible. Oh yeah, because you wanted to kill that guy, I see. I would just look into shooting the bird instead. If you have the arrows, I guess. There's a couple options here that are better than that bush guy. So you could either kill this bird, which I think you're gonna do, right? Yeah. Wait, so you killed 5 enemies? Yeah, you didn't even need to kill the bush guy. I don't know if you meant to kill the bush guy, but you don't need to kill him. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I'm sorry. Ignore everything I just said. I just realized, yes, you do need to kill him. You need to kill 4. But you can kill this guy too. Sorry, I like miscounted. You can walk up high here and beam this guy if you need the extra hit. And you can go for the pickle shot too if you want. But you can kill this guy as a backup if you miss an enemy. So good old Evil Ash backup. And then grab this tree. Grab this tree as far right as possible, like here. Because you'll, I think, automatically grab that one red. But anyway, no big deal. There's a really free way to do this screen. It's time for the diagonal propaganda. Always walk to this trunk of this tree here. Like, make sure Link is touching the trunk of this tree, and then you can just diagonal to it and then dash to kill this guard. Because if you do this, homie's gonna fast turn sometimes. Oh, especially when you get a nudge there. Sometimes this guy will fast turn and get you. See, he's looking at you, but he's gonna let you pass today. But I would recommend just killing this guy by walking to that stump. It's free and it doesn't lose any time. So just like walk to here and then dash. And you'll kill this guy. And you'll slightly nudge the tree on the way down, but it's super safe. And also, if you need the backup tree, it counts as a kill, because you can kill that guy. But okay, yeah, always try to nudge that that side there to avoid getting hit. I'm sure you know that already, though. Alright, let's see how Agatower goes. Very spicy. That was good there. I mean, you did get hit in this room, so I won't complain. But if this guard ever kind of sees you, if you're worried, you can kind of nudge this rail here, and it generally makes it safe to dash past him. Not sure if it actually does anything, if it's placebo, but I try to do that anytime a guard notices me when he's this close. So you just kind of nudge this rail when you dash. So like start your dash kind of up here, and then just like nudge this rail. But I mean, you're fine. Like he didn't hit you, so. Oh, I hate that dash. I don't know if anyone agrees with me, but you should just walk diagonal in this room. Just walk to the door. This dash is sketchy. I think it loses a frame if your dash is really good. That's good. No complaints there. There's a new strat in this room to actually get the key dash with the beams. I can't explain it right now. But there's a way to do it if you're interested in it. Otherwise, this was fine. Like you reacted good. Oh, nice. Very good. I think what people like don't do in this room sometimes, and it makes it hard, is when you slash, you always gotta walk and hug the statue like you did here. So always make sure you're like, you go down here and you can react to most of these patterns. That was good. You don't have to walk up here either. I know you did it here, but you don't have to. You just walk out of the door a bit and then slash. Like a half tile, and you should be fine there. Yeah, this Agatower is lit. No issues. Like perfect reaction. Oh, so now I think people beam this guy when they enter. Just beam him, like walk up, do a sharp diagonal, kind of like what you did here, and then just beam up and knock him off. And the reason you do this Not only is he out of your way, it seems slower, but in this next room, it saves time on lag frames. Like, it saves lag in this room. A good amount. I don't know why. That's a thing, but it's weird. Yeah, it's pretty new. I'm pretty sure that's why people do it. The hive mind will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain that that's the thing. It's a really... That's why it seems like it's slower, but in the next room it's actually faster because of lag. Oh, so I guess one thing I do want to mention in this room too is I find that oh, you did it right. Yeah, when you do this diagonal movement, I think this guard generally doesn't get in your way. If I remember right. So, anyway. How many balls did you get? Do you remember? Perfect. Yep, you're right, it was 2. Honestly, so like your light world, 2944, I think that's average for a 126 player. Like I don't think that's too bad. Your main like time loss in light world is honestly Hera. Like Hera is just you had a 541. You definitely want to try to work on getting that below 530 on average. Like, I know a lot happened and you were like down to 1 heart, but like if you can try to get that, that should be like your goal would be to get like lower than 530 Hera at least for now. But yeah, this is good enough for a 124 easily. This type of start, but generally it's the Dark World that's going to like... That's why the Light World... That's why everyone says the Light World times don't matter. More diagonal dash propaganda, but yeah, this is like another spot where you can just kind of like walk a diagonal here. You stop and then just diagonal walk like to here. Obviously don't hit the block, but yeah, not a big deal. At times like this, you can get 124. That's pretty good. I recommend using the menu here if you can, but it's up to you. The menu really helps with that. Especially when you get a nudge. When you get a nudge, you can kind of set up that Kiki dash. Oh, nice. I love missing that bomb. Absolutely epic. You just pick it up just to show everyone that it's there, and then you just don't pick it up. This is a strat I used to do. Honestly, this is like totally up to you. You can walk this, of course, but this is absolutely safe. This is something that I would do this just to completely avoid dealing with the jelly. Like, it eliminates the RNG there pretty much when you do that strat. You could stick with it if you want. I don't think it's a bad idea. You know, 615 is your gold here. Oh, nice arrow drop. Damn. Totally planned. Yeah, one thing to note about this, and I'm sure you know, but just for anyone who doesn't, always nudge this chest if you're dashing off here, because if you're anywhere further right, you're gonna get that weird Jesus Link where he's like fucking about to fall off the edge or whatever. So just always nudge that chest if you're dashing there, or just be aligned with it. Do you always grab both bombs there, or did you just grab it because you missed the one in the first room? Yeah, like Looney Tunes Link. Oof, that was a lot of buffers. How many was that? Okay. Okay, that's understandable. I was just asking. I didn't know, because if you're grabbing that one, you don't have to grab this one. You technically, if you're grabbing the one in Thieves, you shouldn't even need this one. It's like 8 buffers, 8 extra buffers. Yeah, it's almost 10 seconds lost there. It's usually the biggest time save overall is that, but I mean, I think at 126 and the 125 you're like more worried about getting the trick, not so worried about buffers. I think, you know. Very nice. So, I mean, obviously just practice it a bit, but just gotta be comfortable. You don't have to. So wiggling statues isn't a thing anymore. You can actually just do slow diagonals, and it's better. If you wiggle too much, you get too many like cardinal movements, and it's slow. So you want to avoid the amount of cardinal movements you get when pushing a statue. What's a good segment time for the eye? It's below 350, right? It's like 348 or something. And you got 4 minutes here. Or 359. 344 is your best. Okay, so I mean 10 of those seconds were literally from the bomb jump pretty much. So I mean that's not too bad, honestly. Yeah, 344 is pretty insane. I don't think I've ever gotten that. I know for sure I've gotten at least 348 or 47. Probably better if... Just don't recall. That one hammer was sketchy. That worked though. Okay, good. I don't know if you did it on purpose, but always diagonal into that warp so your shield isn't there when you're entering it. Oh, fuck. What? Did you spin speed there? At the end? I mean, you had to have. I was gonna talk about spin speed. Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, especially Rambley, the strat now is to spin speed state on Helma, and it extends your hammer range by a lot. So generally you want to get about 3 hits in to Helmasaur, or whatever it is, then get spin speed state so you can hammer the mask from further away, and then you can hit the second phase without holding your sword out. You can maneuver so much better. Also, let's talk about your crystal grab here. So this fight is actually quite a bit easier now because of it. It's hard because if you miss the spin speed, it's scary. But it looks like he waited here. I don't know if it was on purpose. It's like when you get this RNG, like when you get the RNG where he approaches you immediately and he starts to move up. It's like right when you enter, 1, 2, 3, then you would spin speed state after he moves up normally. So you want to get the first 3 hits if he approaches you. So you spin speed state and then you go back and go after him. But I don't know if he was being safe here or what, or if it was intentional. Maybe this is how he does it. But generally you want to have spin speed state at this point, because when he goes back up you can hit him so much easier and avoid those fireballs with no issues. Especially when he enters this phase. But yeah, that was really good. Wow. But your crystal grab, so the rules with crystal grabs, to make it as simple as possible, right? There's 2 ways you should grab the crystal. If you kill the boss and he's up on the top half or on the higher end of the screen, then you want the shadow to be on Link's face when the crystal's falling. So right here normally, kind of like where you caught it here. But since he died lower, you see how he's so low? Instead of aiming for the face, you need to aim for the crotch. So the lower it is, the closer to the crotch you need to be. So you should have caught it about right here, but you moved down. But technically you want it to land here. Because otherwise, the crystal goes to the fucking moon. It's like all the space up here. You want the crystal to be close to Link. Save some time on that cutscene, but just gotta react depending on where you kill the boss. Yeah, that's the simplest way to put it, yeah. Oh, that's good. You know to walk down a little bit there. It's pretty safe. I was told that nudging that one statue works, but I got hit twice doing that. I don't know if I was doing it wrong, but... Thanks, Willie. No, pick up the bush, my favorite. What I try to do here is cancel my dash, because I was doing the same thing here. Just cancel your dash, like either down right or just tap right. Or I'm sorry, down left cancel or just tap right. And start your dash and then just turn up. It's kind of a weird dash. And you want to talk to this guy a little higher. Well, not a big deal, but you can talk to him pretty high here. At least another half tile. Yeah, I think I tap right. I think it's easier for me. Oh, you got the quick work. I was gonna say, oh, your setup looks good. I won't even complain there. I had some sort of nursery rhyme for the crystal grab explanation. What was it? If it's high, aim for the eyes. If it's low, aim below or something. I don't remember. Just ignore me. This looks good. Oh, good. No issues on that screen. It seems pretty good so far. I don't see any major issues. Just besides picking up the bush, like, I mean, this is really good. How is it a 3 though? Really? It has to just been like general movement. I'm surprised that's a 3. Did I miss something major here? I don't think I did. Did he? Yeah, no, he didn't. I don't know if you know this, but you want to cancel your dash entering this transition, z3r0j. It saves time on lag. I'm surprised this is a 3 entry, to be honest with you. It might just be overall movement needs to be improved, I guess. That's all I can really see. I don't think he made any major mistakes. What is your average entering? Do you know what your average is entering this dungeon? Just trying to see if I missed something fucking weird. You got spin speed, didn't you? Oh, you had to go back, but... I mean, you should aim for 258 at least. I don't know, like, I guess it was just a bunch of really minor stuff that added up. Like the bush and missing the ladder on the spin, like that stuff. Also, you should probably dash lower here, I guess. You can kind of dash to here, and then dash along these bushes, the top of the bush line here. Just to extend that dash a bit, but I don't know if that really matters too much. Yeah. That's all I really saw. But yeah, same. I think it was probably just general movement overall. Could probably be improved. It's easy to lose like 10 frames on every screen. Oh god. I don't know if you do this, but let me know if you do. Do you neutral dash from this transition? You should also hold up before. If you're not neutral dashing, you should hold up and then. Okay, that's good. So you can hold up as well, and that works just the same. In fact, it saves a little time because you're just walking up a little bit. But I mean, that was just when you nudge that hard, you're going to take a hit. It's hard to avoid. It's just because he nudged. Okay, when this guy goes, when the snake goes straight down here, you can just dash right above the rail here. Just start a dash and go right. It won't lag. Any other direction though, you want to walk up a tile and then dash. So I don't think you normally want to walk that. But if he goes down, there's no lag. I take that safe. Nice. Squeeze it on through. I think this looks fine. What you can do is, when you enter this room, and you do you're menuing here, so just drop the bomb and slash up. If this guy's coming down like this, just bomb and then slash up, and then grab the bomb and then throw it. So you don't have to delay your bomb placement. That'll save you a little time there. But I imagine you're just being safe there. Oof. What? How did that not work? How did you get it there? Okay. Whatever, game. He had to have just dashed a hair too late or something. Or too early, maybe. Yeah, you dashed too early. Now that I look at it, you dashed too early. Because look. Yeah. You needed to wait a little bit longer there. I want to tighten up the movement here a little bit. Do you actually dash out of this door? No, you don't. I don't think you want to dash out of this door, do you? Or maybe you do. I don't remember for some reason. Yeah, I think mine's feel too. Or I just like tap right and then dash to kind of time it. Walkathon. No problem with the walkathon. Okay, this is good. That was good. Oh, you don't want to hammer that pot. You just want to pick it up. Although I think it's cute you did it, but you don't need to hammer it. Honestly, grabbing the pot's fine too. I'm not really going to say anything with that. That doesn't lose much time either. The dash under is fine, like the waffle style dash under the pot and hammer up, but I mean, there's risk in that too. That was good. That was good for no beams too. Pretty far left of the. See, like this grab was good. So you aimed for the eyes, and now look how close the crystal is to Link. Oh yeah, that was gold. What was that gold? Yeah, you got a lot of improvement in that segment too. Like 7-10. I mean, the Hellway saved probably a lot of time, but you got a lot of improvement there. That was just a 7-10. And you entered at 3. So you probably try to push for another 2 seconds on the overworld. And then just clean up a couple of the rooms. And thieves, you can easily get below 710. There's a new way to do this screen now. I don't know if you've seen it. I think most people met mirror earlier. I do it. I know that's how I do it, but this is like the old style. I would look into the more modern version of this. Honestly, they're probably close to being the same. It eliminates the 2 rock pickups, which on average are really hard to do fast. But I think this is totally up to you. Although, one thing you should do here, if you're doing this method, is you should try to jump off the ledge here holding a diagonal along this here. You don't need to walk all the way over here to do that. You're just kind of wasting frames there. I thought you had it, but maybe you thought you didn't. You see, I thought you had it. I thought you had the pixel. Oh, you walked. That's why. You just don't go for it then. I don't know how I didn't catch you walking. You lost... What do you generally enter Skull Woods at? Isn't it 208 or 207? You lost quite a bit on this overworld from just a couple things that you could definitely change. Like, so I guess at this point, like, this is like where most of the time loss starts to sink in, just on average. Just like, really gotta look at like a lot of these like mundane screens, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but these screens that are kind of just like you don't really think about too much, like especially like stuff like this. This is the stuff that starts to add up over time. Is like, you know, you can optimize this a little bit by jumping further to the left and doing a diagonal, or just like, I don't know what you do when you don't go for fence dash here. Do you just walk above the sign and then dash? Like, I don't actually know what the strat is there, but I don't think this is right. I'm not sure. Is this right to dash from here? I think it is. And just double dash. And then just trying to clean up the overall movement just on these screens would help a lot, like just on average. Because you're doing the right things, but I think just some of the movement's a little... Oh, you did have an extra menu. That's right. You have an extra menu here. That's at least another second. But I think you want to enter Skull Woods below, definitely below 210, if possible. Which here you enter it at 212. Oh, you can cancel this dash by holding up, by the way. This one here. Just hold up. I don't know. Yeah. Just hold up and then start the dash facing up. Uh-oh. Okay. You can do this a little safer. So when you kill these guys... When you kill these guys, after you do the pot, you should have Link touch these red tiles here. Just have Link touch this before you move over to the statue. It should, like, overall give you better mummy patterns. Because since you didn't walk low enough here, the mummy just kind of made a fucking beeline for you. Which is, I know is going to happen sometimes, but if you go too fast, that's what happens. Oh no, this is going to be a disaster. Oh no. Okay. You remained calm, it looked like. Oof. I don't think you should dash there. You should just probably... I mean, this sucks, because this guy's here. Like, usually it's not both of them. But usually you want to slash and then kind of walk under him. But I think you were in a pretty bad situation here with this. And then starting that dash was fine. I think you just cut it too close. I'm sure nerves were getting to you after that thieves, so... Hang on a second. You can start your dash here. You don't have to walk any further right. You can make it from just being like above this little thing here. You can see it. You don't have to walk that far right. Oh. Oh my god. Like what a stupid game, dude. Just look at all this shit. So you would have killed this guy, I think, with the dash. You just cut it a little too soon. I think, like, based on whatever this guy does, if he's low, I think you wanna take the bottom bush path here. And if he's, well, actually, no, this was right. Actually, I'm sorry. No, this was right. You did the right thing. You just cut the dash too soon. It's the opposite. So when he's above here, you definitely want to take the low route. So yeah, I am trying to take the nerves into consideration here. Nice. That was a really good, confident bomb jump there. I use a menu for that one. And just, I guess for reference, right? I'll explain it. Oops. Sorry. So, yeah, I usually drop the bomb once I'm aligned with this, like, rail here. And then I go to... Then I hold diagonal and then dash, but... What you did was fine. It's just, you're not dropping the bomb early enough. I mean, again, very minor, but this is just little stuff that adds up. But, like, you can drop the bomb at this rail. And then what I do is I do a diagonal up to here. And then I bonk the wall. Like, I continue facing up and then I bonk the wall. Because it's less time the bomb has to sit. But kind of minor. Just save a little time there on that bomb jump. Fucking Skullwoods. Oh, the side rod. Such swag. Looks good. I like that menu there. I use the same one. Ooh, he almost got hit there. I would look at Moth a little bit too. So like here, you want your sword to be touching like the block when you go for this dash, if you want to get the double hit. Because that's how you hit Moth twice. I mean, it wasn't a bad fight, but if you're trying to get the double hit, I'm not sure if that's what you were going for, but if you're trying to get the double hit, then you want to be closer to that block. Zelda has a bunch of good videos on the setup for those double hits. I would look at his videos. They explain each floor pattern depending on the direction it goes. So I think that's pretty useful if you're trying to look for a setup for each pattern. Definitely recommended at this level, because I don't think it's too hard to learn. $6.18 ice, so you're going up against a gold here. That's pretty good. It's better than my PB's ice. Oh my god, what a dumb game. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Okay, that was good. I don't think you got the quick warp. So, you walk too far down here. You kind of just want to move down just a hair and then dash, because now you're going to get that really slow. Well, you got the bush, or the skull bush, but now you're dashing through the grass slowly, because you're getting that bottom movement. It's weird, but oh damn, 614's good. Well, I think what 124 players want is below 615 every time. I think the ice in my PB is 621. This is a fucking disaster. But clearly the ice doesn't matter if you want a 123. But yeah, 618 is really good for a 126 player easily. I think anything below 620 is pretty insane. Yeah, 615. That's like what you want, but the really good players always get lower than that. Yeah, it has to have a bad split. You could cancel your dash into this too. You don't want the sword to be out. This saves a good amount of time, probably about 30 frames. You cancel your dash perfectly. Oof. It's crazy. 615 actually, thinking about it, you almost had a 122. I'm sure there's many more 1 second opportunities that you could have had too, but Wait, did we watch your one, didn't we? I thought we watched your 123. Oh, okay, let's talk about this. Honestly, bad luck. I still don't remember the specifics of what happened in Ice. Okay. Good find to slash there, so I think... Man, this is rough, like... This is probably the one spot you don't want this guy to spawn. There is a backup strat that I think Louis came up with. I find it hard to react because I've done it this way for so long. But you can actually go around and dash this way and go around and get into the whirlpool, which saves time over having to wait for this RNG, I believe. So let's just see what happened here. I think maybe you rotted too high, but he might actually be unhittable here. This is just really bad luck, like when he's here. It looks like you didn't move down. Like here, yeah, so like I think can't you rod from being here? Pretty sure you can. I think you would want to rod from this low when he's there. I don't think it hits this. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. That's something you might have to look at, but I'm not too sure. That's so stupid, man. That's such a scumbag place for it to spawn. There's so many places I think can spawn, and it spawns there. Oof. Yeah. You could rot a little earlier there. Wait, did you? I don't know if you set up Spooky. Did you? Sorry, I don't remember if you did or not. Oh, you didn't. So, I'm sorry I missed this actually. So, when you enter this screen, you want a flute. And the reason you do that is so you can get a better hit when you enter the dungeon, like in that first room. So you flute here and then screen scroll, and it sets up the correct arc or the correct altitude for your fire rod. So when you enter this room, yeah, so you flute, and then as soon as you enter, you just diagonal immediately, and you can flute, or you can fire rod literally from here, from all the way to the bottom, and the splash damage will kill the freezer. Yep. So you just flute when you enter that screen, and what it does is it sets like a variable for your fire rod and the splash damage, so you'll be able to kill this thing immediately. So you don't have to walk all the way up. You see how you walked? You don't have to walk all the way up here. You can just literally fire rod from these two little tiles, and that's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well that would explain maybe sometimes getting it because it has to be specific. But if you do the flute, you will always hit this guy from all the way down here. You can literally just fire on and then just continue walking to the door. So, I mean, you can pretty much watch any modern runner do that and just see what they do. But all you have to do is flute on that screen when you're on Link's house. Just make sure you flute as you're walking out so you don't get picked up by the bird or anything. Or the bird doesn't appear and change things. Make your ice even stronger. Oh, a little tiny thing in this room. You can kind of diagonal, just a tiny diagonal into this, towards this pot. This way you don't get the full, you don't like slip past it. That was good. Really good. I don't know if you have trouble in this room. Generally, I would drop the bomb, then slash. Oh, you did. Never mind, you did. Just kidding. You probably didn't need to slash that guy. You probably could have ignored him, but it didn't really cause any problems for you. Generally, when he's in that corner, you can ignore him, though. Very nice. Textbook. You can hold up out of that door and then dash too. Very minor as well, but it looked good to me. If you wanna, I don't know if you care about this, but basically when you do this room, I think you want to wait a little bit for that first hammer too. Or maybe not. No, I think that was right. When you hammer up here, you want to, it's hard to explain it without like confusing you, I guess, but like you want to do the down right, or down left, sorry. You want to do down left and then slash, so you get the push towards the stairs. And then after you do the slash, you hold down right, and you'll snap into the stairs. Does that make sense? Like if you're not holding down right after that slash, then you generally like miss the stairs, or you slip over to the left here. I mean, if this is easier for you, then do it, but just that's like the little thing that most people don't know, is you have to hold down right when you want to snap into the stairs. But no big deal. I don't think that's too slow doing that dash. It's pretty safe. Considering the pace and everything, I'm sure like a little bit of nerves involved. Okay, yeah, that's good. I was gonna say, it looked good. I know your cold stare is good. I know you have a really good cold stare. So I'm like not even worried about this fight. Fucking easy, dude. Not even a problem. Oof, yeah, you lost 4 seconds here. It was mainly because of, like, the really bad overworld bullshit that happened. And then... I'm trying to think of something else. That was really it, I guess. Everything else seemed to be alright. Yeah, your cold stare is like... I remember taking your cold stare for the God Splice. Did it in the same style you did. Okay, looks like you do your shopping here. Oh, you don't even go for this dash. I don't blame you. That dash is stupid sometimes. Ooh, okay. So, just for future reference, since you have beams, you never want to slash right. You want to just slash downwards. always slash downwards. I mean, you're fine there, but it's really dangerous to do that because of, I mean, see what happened there? Like, you got blocked, and you could have got blocked, double blocked here. But you should always just slash downwards. You don't want to face right. It's just sketchy. The Cas node quick warp setup here is really good. You actually, it's hard to explain it, but you hold diagonal here, and then like once you're aligned with the warp, you menu and then you just hold left, and it puts you in the center of the warp. Kind of like what you did going to Hera, where you accidentally got the center warp because you still had spin speed. You want to do that here because the quick warp is moved to the center instead. So what most players do now, or what I see most of them do, is they run past the warp until Link's like kind of aligned with the warp, and then they menu, and then they just hold left out of the menu, and it puts you in the center. Well, you don't want to. Well, yeah, you don't want to cancel dash for this one. This one you actually want to run past it up to here, I think it is, and then hold left and continue to have your dash speed because it puts you in the center. Yeah. So yeah, so exactly what you did in Hera you want to do here for this segment, because the quick warp is in a different spot because of the way you entered the screen. So the quick warp's in the middle here. Which, it looks like you got it. Oh no, you didn't. You were probably 1 pixel right. And then, when you do get the quick warp, so when you get it here, you want a neutral dash from here. Don't move Link at all. And then just cancel up when you get here, like around here, and you'll get the quick warp. So it's like getting, that's a free second. Easy free second on this segment. It's just by, because the second quick warp is free. Oh my god. Can't read the book. Because getting the first one, you should always get the second one because your dash will always. Also, this bird dash is free. You just walk as soon as you get your ether. Pause and immediately flute. Like once you flute, just walk over here, and then when you're aligned with this thing, then just dash right. There's no nudging or anything involved. I think you just have to flute first before you start moving, if I remember right. Oh no, you just do ether here. Also, you can beam from here. I think from here you can beam as low as this if this guy's in your way. Which generally, it seems like you want to kill him because of the lag. It seems to save on lag, but I used to use a menu there too. Oh, you don't even go for this quick warp. You're like, fuck that. That one's kind of hard to do. I don't blame you. It doesn't save that much either. No, don't mirror dash. That's freaking. That's some corrupt shit. I don't like the mirror dash. I don't even do it anymore. Like, I used to always go for it, but when I started missing it, it's the worst. You lose so much time when you miss it. To save almost nothing. Corrupt. Yeah, you got unlucky there, I think. He would have had to adjust a little bit, and like dash here. He would have had to move a little bit to get all three. My general rule for this room is to wait till Link is aligned with this tile here, like this corner rail and this, and then start kind of do like a diagonal swim pump here, and then dash immediately. But I don't know. It would have been hard to hit it, react to that properly, but not a big deal. Walking there is the same, by the way, if you're... I'm a walking advocate. I don't think you need to dash there. You can literally just hold down left out of this door and just walk to the stairs. It's literally the same amount of time as dashing. Dashing's just harder, I think. Yeah, I was gonna say something here, actually. Yeah, you want a diagonal out of this door, right? Is that what you're referring to? Like, definitely diagonal here. Just diagonal. Like, just diagonal to this and dash up. You don't need to do the little left up. You'll save a lot of time on average switching to that everywhere. Yeah, the overshooting is what loses you the most time. There is a little trick in this room. So when you dash here, like, I think generally you want to hold down left. I mean, I don't know if you did it here, but it looks like you didn't. Yeah, you just dash. I think when you hold down left here, I think that's pretty safe. And also, yeah, just always hold down left when you're falling off that thing. You get that little tiny little nudge lower. But like here, you want to extend your dash, but I guess maybe you weren't sure if you were gonna hit this guy or not. It taught me this too, because I didn't know about it. And this helped me a lot in this room. This room's stupid. This is one of the rooms you can easily lose time in just from doing the wrong thing and getting hit. But like here, you would want to extend the dash, I think, but maybe it doesn't matter because you're dashing. I don't know. If you kill the guy, if you know you're gonna kill the guy, you definitely want to extend that dash. Classic. Oh, yeah, so to avoid that fireball, I was assuming you were gonna get hit here, because you want to dash about here, maybe a little higher. You don't want to dash aligned with the pot, because when you do, you always get hit by that turret. Actually, you moved too. That was the other problem, is that you moved to the right. See, look at that, you moved. You would have been fine if you like dashed facing up and then started dashing right. I think you would have been fine there. But since you moved to the right, it like timed it perfectly. Because as soon as your sword's out, this thing shoots. Oh, maybe there's a little delay. But yeah, just like be kind of low and then just dash facing up so you're aligned with the rail. It will save you time anyway, just from maximizing the distance, but you'll nudge the door, but that's okay. I guess that works too. I've never tried that. I usually just dash a little lower and take the nudge. Ooh, that was a pretty good lever. Okay, so what I learned about this room is you want to slash the switch from here, even if you don't have beams. Slash the switch from here, and then just do a diagonal walk out the door, like that. Just like this. No dashing. Just hit the switch, diagonal, down to here, and then walk out the door. Just like that. Yeah, that's true, yeah. It's pretty rare, I think he's in the way, though. I don't think I've ever really seen that. I mean, this essentially isn't slow, but on average it's slower if your dashing's not good. This diagonal stuff will change your life, honestly. I wish I had known about it sooner. Yeah, so like, you know it's good. You know your lever's good, by the way, just... Oh wait, what's... When the water disappears. The longer the water's gone, I think, is the less laggy it is, if I remember right. Okay, nice. A lot of little tiny stuff in Swamp that is hard to pick up on. The rooms just seem very trivial, but a little tiny frame saver here. As soon as you push this block, you could start pushing this block a half a tile in. You don't have to push the block all the way. So as soon as the block starts moving, you can start like holding up. That's actually funny that you can save time there. Oh, top dash. This is legal. I didn't even know you could legally do this. I think you could not get hit there, but I would never take top here. Should always... Does top usually work there? I'm sure you can make it work, but maybe your diagonal wasn't good enough. Generally, you want to just hold, like when you, it's the same thing with the other block, like when you're pushing, it's probably riskier though. I would like look at this again. I mean, if it's sometimes, like anything that's sometimes if you're getting hit, you want to go with the thing that's like not gonna get you hit, even though it might be slower. When you're dashing, or when you're pushing this block, you want to like start holding diagonal immediately once the block starts moving, because that'll give you like the cleanest dash and earliest dash. And then for this, I don't remember what my visual cue is here, but okay, so like this is kind of it. When I'm over here, I'm trying to be aligned with this blue border, not into it completely, but just aligned with it. Because when you get to this block up here, you start pushing up, and the fireball should miss you after you push the block up, because you could start holding upright towards the pit. Because you know sometimes you take that hit from the fireball. I mean, you didn't get it there because you got hit, but These diagonals are good here. Yeah, see, like, the diagonals you're doing here are good. Those are the ones you want to do. You just kind of need to translate that everywhere. It'll improve your movement overall. I hate that strap, but I'm glad it worked for you. I like to kind of just dash top, but I guess it doesn't matter if you're... Since you don't have beams, I guess that was okay. When you have beams, you definitely don't want to go through that. Now that I think about it. I think this is fine when you don't have beams. But if you have beams, you might want to be safe there. Yeah, there's a nice D-boost you can get there that saves a buttload. What dash? Oh yeah, you don't want to dash here. Yeah, I didn't catch that. Yeah, definitely don't dash here. So, you walk up to the rail. You're doing the right thing here by walking up to the rail, but you're not dashing. You just use the rail to align yourself to jump off here. And then as soon as you jump off, you hold, or you do like an, what I do is like I press up and A to dash. Well, I think you want to avoid the ladder, so I don't think I usually walk higher here, if I remember right. Whatever the rule is, you just don't want to nudge this ladder. Or you want to try not to, at least. You mean when you jump off, so you can be... Oh, maybe you're right, yeah. Maybe that's what it is. I'm sorry, I misremembered that. So you're talking about when you jump off here? Like in this spot? Okay. Alright, I would take that as gospel then. Jump off here, and then you should be fine for the ladder. I must have misremembered that then. Remember, you could slow your diagonals on those statues. You could do really long diagonals. They're fine. That room was good otherwise. Okay, so anytime you get the buzz, yeah, I guess you could have handled that a little bit better, but, I mean, he's usually not down there either. Like, how often is that fucking jelly all the way down at the bottom like this? So it's such a weird thing. So when you get into this room, really? I don't know, I just feel like he's never... I know he's like sometimes down there, but not like where he was specifically there. I don't know. Okay, so when you enter this room, when you get the buzzing jelly, you're gonna hold out of this door. You're gonna hold up and right, and you're gonna do 2 slashes. Just go 1, 2, just slash, slash, and then you dash when you are aligned with this wall. So you're holding diagonal the whole time until you're aligned with this wall, and as soon as you're aligned with this wall, then you dash. Does that make sense? So when he's buzzing, exit the room, you're holding upright when you're exiting, and you're doing 2 slashes while you're holding upright the whole time. So you continue to hold upright while you're slashing, and then as soon as you're aligned with this wall, you dash, and you'll go through him every time, even when he's buzzing. It's just enough time for you to get through him. And even when he's not buzzing, you should be holding up right out of here. It's the same. So when he's not buzzing, you do the same thing. Just hold up right. Just go right in the door. Yeah, when he's buzzing. When he's flashing. When he's not flashing, I would still hold up right and do the dash when you're aligned against the wall. Because it's trying to do optimal movement where you're like walking right and then trying to do a dash perfectly against the wall. It's too hard. You're going to save time just doing it the easy, lazy way. Holding up right. So you're only slashing when he's buzzing or flashing. Like that. Yeah, you got a lot of little stuff in Swamp. You can change. Just the stuff I'm mentioning is minor, but you'll save multiple seconds just fixing a lot of this stuff. This room I don't really have advice for other than to do what you just did, is kind of walk high. Do you know what to look for in this room for the slope dash? I'm guessing you do. I don't know if you just yellowed this or what, but... I just do like a diagonal dash out of that door, like I press diagonal and A at the same time. Oh no. That was so close too. Oh. Really good recovery. I'll explain it just in case, but like, just when you're dashing out of that door, you don't have to move this far left. I mean, if you know what, there's pixels that won't give you the full slope dash. You might bonk on the wall down here. But technically you just press down left and A. I just use Link's ear as like a visual cue, but if you know what to do in there, there's no point explaining it then. That's so... oh my god, dude. That was so scary. Crystal you want to catch. Since he dies at the bottom, you want to catch it lower. This crystal's gonna go pretty high. Yeah. Literally to the moon. Oh, you saved time there. Man, you're... yeah, you can get a big gold there. Alright, no bird. What's up, Green Ham? Did you set this up? Okay. Morning. That's fine. Looks good to me. Mire's so cozy when you don't have to pick up anything. Very nice. No complaints there. Just remember, if this guy goes left here, this snake, you see the snake go left? You're safe to take the dash up on the top. And dash on the top is better. It saves like 10 frames, I think. any other direction, or if you don't see him, then take the bottom route. This is really good so far. Well, you got a lot more to save in Swamp, I'll tell you that. There's a lot of time there. I don't remember what a good Swamp time is with Ether, but I think you have about 20 to save there, or 15 or 20 on your gold. Someone correct me if I'm wrong there, but I know you can get that pretty fucking low. Like the 7.3x range is what I was thinking. 730 something, like for really good runners. You have a lot. I'll check my gold just to be sure, because I do the same route as you. Oh, it's 7.3x. Yeah, that's huge. So, I mean, you have a lot of time there, for sure. I mean, you didn't get 0 cycle, which is 6 seconds, maybe. But you have a lot to improve there. Like, just, I would focus on that segment a lot. What's a good mire again? Good mire time, is it 5:29 range? Your mire looks really good, honestly. Eddie has 5:27, so like 5:30 range. Lower 5:30 range is probably what you want. I don't remember what my goal is. You can kind of fix this room a little bit too. What I would do in here is immediately hold right. I wouldn't walk up like this. I would just immediately hold right out of the door. And then kind of align with the pot after you're holding right, because you kind of like do a weird movement here, it looks like. I don't know. I think a diagonal is probably better there. Just kind of do a diagonal out of the door. You're kind of like doing a cardinal from what it looks like to me. But line with the pot. And as soon as Link takes damage, right, which you did here, you did this part right. But instead of, as soon as you hit the switch, you want to go above this way. You want to go around the turret. You don't want to go bottom like this. Because what you're doing is you want to open the chest from the right side, so you have less movement to get around the chest, because you're hooking from the bottom. You're not able to be further right. I'm sure it's like a minor thing, but that's basically what you would want. Not a big deal, I don't think. I think it's probably minor. Wait, does Eddie have a 5:27 because of this hover thing? I saw him going for this hover now. It's like 2 seconds. Honestly, I don't have a lot of complaints about Mire. Your Mire is really good, from what I can tell. Do you know if Eddie's gold has the hover from the chest to skip the key, I guess? Oh. No, I've seen Eddie do it. I know he's done it, but I don't know like if his gold reflected that or not. Yeah, his hover looked good to me. Sorry. I mean, just a couple comments on these last rooms. I mean, this one's really weird to me. I guess if this works for you, I don't know why you went up to the door here, or what you were worried about. This just looks a little sketchy to me, that's all. But I think if it works for you every time, then don't worry about it. But the rest of this dungeon was fantastic, honestly. I would look at maybe a better way of doing spooky. Also, what's up, Akarian? Hello and welcome. Right. Dude, this is solid. Is this gold? This has got to be gold. I forgot what the time is from this crystal. Oh yeah, that was a fat gold. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Your mire's pretty good, honestly. I don't have anything to really say about it. I mean, it's good. If you can keep mires like that every run, then you'll have no problems there. I mean, obviously you can move it lower, but I mean, you're doing everything right. Extra menu. It's massive gold. What was it? You had like a 550 in your PB or something. It's crazy. You can dash from these stairs, by the way. Just dash from like a little bit higher than this, and then just do a diagonal into the door. What you're doing here is a little slower. Uh, 751. Alright, Yuri, what's a good gold here with Ice Rod, do you know? I forget. I always forget these modern segment times. I want to say it's 3x as well. 7-3x or 4x. Yeah, I think it's 4. Let's see what my gold is here. Hang on. Hang on a second. What the hell? Hang on. I have a 734 for Turtle Rock. Yeah, perfect pause. Yeah, so I would say you want to go around the 7-4x range, at least. I don't know how good my gold is, but I think that translates to like 657 or 56, the old timing. Also, my mire is a 529.02, so I guess that's decent. And then my swamp is a 736. My PB has a 736. Like, oh my god. Anyway. So you got at least another 10 or 15 to save here, too. Oh no. Oh no. That was honestly unlucky, but you were too hasty with that slash. You should have waited a second. Oh, well, you didn't have to wait that long. Nice. Ooh, this is nice. Nice quick warp. You don't have to go that low on the Quake pedestal, by the way. You could kind of do it higher than that. It's pretty lenient. Yeah, I'm sure you were nervous. Oh my god. I am so tilted for you. Just so you know, like, a good visual cue for this, if you're ever wondering, is... Yeah, you were too high there. Right when the bottom of this platform is lined with the bottom of this one. That's it. You just did it too soon. Oh my god, dude. Oh. I know that was a very simple mistake, but it was just, you just didn't wait long enough, or you were holding diagonal on accident. It's easy to make those mistakes. Holy crap, dude, you have no magic. Hopefully you get a drop in here. Like, the fairy's not going to give you beams either at this point, if you get it. Just going to mention this, it's stupid, but walk lower to enter that pipe. Walk lower from the stairs, so you don't nudge it so hard. Nice, okay. Well, a little bit more comfy. Still no magic, though. I'm on the edge of my seat, hoping that you're gonna get one in the double pokies room. I imagine you do. Otherwise, this would be a disaster. Okay, good. I figured you did. Because I think if you don't get one there... I don't even know if there's a magic... Like, I know there's a magic in one of the pots in that room, but I don't know if there's one in this room. I mean, I guess you can kill that pokey too if you're desperate, but... You think the run's over at this point? Honestly, the mistakes aren't too bad here in comparison to how far you're ahead. I was just checking your timing on this. Let's see what happened. Yeah. It's crazy like what your mind goes to when you're having like a dungeon segment like this. So it's over. It's over. It's done. All the bad just plagues everything. Do you ever go for fast laser dash here, or you just don't do that? Actually, I don't know if you did this on purpose, but you can nudge the rail on the bottom there to get the key dash. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. I'm getting salt in my eyes just watching this. I can tell you're probably upset at this point. Essentially, you should be killing Trinex now, like he should be exploding at this point. Yeah, you're losing like 21 seconds here, it looks like. That's a lot. So I think like, I mean, I can't really say much about this dungeon outside of, you know, you just gotta be in practice and be as confident as possible in here. Because this is kind of, like, to me, like, Ganon's Tower is pretty scary, but I think this dungeon's scarier because there's more that can go, there's more that can end the run. Ganon's Tower, you're more prone to losing a lot of time, like, over a bunch of rooms, but whereas this one you can die. Just, you gotta just be a little more confident. Like, I'm sure nerves are playing a role, like, you just got a fat gold, you're way far ahead. There's a lot of stuff going on, so I mean, Turtle Rock's pretty fucking scary, especially on a good pace. Yeah, I mean, I do too, I think. I think generally when I'm past, I mean, I'm nervous in Ganon's Tower, but okay, so you got a 730 tower here, and the best is 727. I think at this point, you definitely want to start getting below 720. I could be wrong though. I think sub 720 should be your goal as a 126 player. You definitely want to start. I mean, a lot of the practice is going to have to go into just being confident in a lot of these rooms and handling the RNG the best you can. I mean, so far so good. You should take that other warp tile, honestly. Like, from here you should just you should hook immediately and take that tile that you just hooked past from the top. But unless you feel that's safer, it's up to you. But the other way's faster. This is pretty good. I mean, pretty good so far. Be careful in that room. You need to, like, whatever you do in this room, make sure you're, like, doing it the same every time. I don't want you to overthink it, because, I mean, it looks like you did it right, but, like, you know, just make sure you're careful in this room, because it's easy to get this guy stuck over here if you're just kind of winging it. So just make sure you're paying attention. I think what I usually do is I pick up the bomb and run this tile. And then, like, I time the pot throw, or pot pickup, based on when he bounces. It's just so he doesn't get stuck there, but, I mean, this is fine. I don't know if you're winging it, but I just want to put that out there that, you know, make sure you're careful in that room. It's really easy to do something stupid. Were you looking at your splits during this? Oh my god. You just wanted to give that Armos a quick little kiss in the ear, I guess. I'm glad you got the arrows. Alright, I mean, you didn't lose too much time there. Like, it's not too bad. You're in good shape. Like, this pace, you could still get a pretty insane gold. Oh. Sometimes that helps. If you think the run's dead, then you just don't give a shit. It's an interesting way to do that room. We didn't get hit either, so it looks good to me. Looks really easy too. I think there's a new way to do it from what I've seen. Okay, now you're like you're behind the average player, I think, or behind a really good tower, but you're still on decent pace for a gold. Wow, really good. Really good. Kind of bad RNG, but... Oh, that was a good save. That was a good save. Just, I guess, real quick with this room. You kind of just... You gotta time your slashes a little bit better, but you could have hit that guy with that RNG. Like, you should have been able to hit him on the way down. I think the rest of the gauntlet was fine, though. Like, what does this look like, again? Oh, you're doing the pot throw here. If that's easier for you, then that's fine. But I think you should try to slash this guy, if possible. Just know that you have to be, like, at least on this conveyor completely. Not any lower, or bleeding into any of this, to hit him. But, I think the slash is better overall, but if the pot works for you, then it's fine too. Because you basically want to slash, kind of ride the conveyor, kill this guy, and then this guy, in that order. I mean, this worked out for you, so I'm not complaining, but, because the way the enemies moved. Alright, anyway, sorry. Oh, it's safe. Okay, I'll tell you how to time this dash. Hang on. So, you should stand against the door, and when the last head explodes, as soon as it explodes, start charging your dash through the door, but stand against it. And you'll make it through every time. You won't bonk like you did there. Very good. I mean, this tower's pretty good. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god. How did you have that much time? I felt like that was so close. Crazy. You can hold down left out of that door and pick up the bomb earlier if you want. It doesn't feel too risky. You can actually pick it up pretty early. I thought you were going for a hover for like a split second there. Just the way it looked. I mean, this is pretty good. Like, it's decent. Wow, really good reaction there. Your Aghanim 2 is pretty good. Wow, really nice 3-cycle. That's pretty good, Aghanim 2. Like, look, you had the right ideas. You just missed one hit, which, I mean, it would have been a 3-cycle anyway. Wow, pretty spicy gold here. Remember that? Remember when I said you should get below 720? Well, congratulations. Yeah, if you can do that every time, that's good. And there's room for improvement there too. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I hate to see that happen. Ganon's tough. It gets easier as time goes on. That's not a big mistake, though. It's just one extra cycle. I mean, it's gonna hurt here because you're going up against the gold. But I mean, obviously this is a PB, so those. Do you always do lamp? Oh wow, are you a lamp? Oh, I didn't know you did lamp. Huh? Interesting. Maybe that's normal. Maybe I switched to fire rod only when I was 124 player. I can't remember. I think that's fine. Sorry, I just like I'm just not used to seeing that. I think it makes sense though, so don't worry about it. Oh fuck. that wasn't a bad Ganon. You just missed one spin, it looked like. Just kinda... I just kinda wanna look at your spins again. Like, okay. I understand not going for that. Like, no need for a cave spin here. Like, not at all. It was smart to wait. You're a little nervous here. Really, the hardest. Oh yeah, you just ran into him once. Luckily, it was a fireball, not. So close. The hardest place to hit him from the bottom when you're lighting the torch is the middle left. That's the hardest one every time. Very nice. Nice run. Wow. Well, it's safe to say, you're easily capable of getting a 125, like hands down. I don't think, like, based on just the stuff I've said, you should be able to get a 125, no problem. 124, I mean, you could do that, for sure. That's gonna require a little bit more, like, homework on some of those screens. Just, like, looking at segment times is pretty important. I remember that's what I did back when I first went for 124. I studied a lot of segment time to, like, figure out how I was losing time in each section. So, like, overworld times, and just certain checkpoints in certain dungeons, like Mire Torches, or going downstairs in Turtle Rock and stuff like that. Like, I think that's like what will get you to 124, is just studying stuff like that. There's a lot of little things like movement that you have to look at. Yeah, but I think 125 is like easily achievable for you. I think if you just continue doing runs, got back into shape and started doing runs again, that's not far off for you. I mean, you're getting the right times already for it. Well, it's easy to gloss over a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of layers, right? Like, to this game. Like, you're not gonna sit there and do every room optimally the first time you pick it up. Your focus is not dying or doing the stuff right, doing screens right, trying to react. You're not really focused on movement. Yeah, if someone redeems it, I think it's limited to 1 per week, if I'm not mistaken. Just so I don't get like 10 of them back to back. But yeah, 20k. What's up, Mega Man? But I think you're in a good spot. I mean, I know this PB's old. I don't know if you're playing right now or you're getting back into it. But I think just like without that, look, without the Ganon mistake and the bad Turtle Rock, that's 100% a 125. Like, just those two alone, and even Swamp. Like, you lost a lot in Swamp. It's quite a big deal. Like, just the end game in general is just, you can definitely, like, just if you just focus on Swamp and beyond hardcore, you'll definitely get a 125. And that'll even get you maybe 124. You just need to clean up some early game stuff too, maybe, but Yeah, of course. I'm glad it does. I'm sorry, like, I'm out of touch with maybe some of the newer stuff. Just because I haven't actively played. I'll put this on YouTube. I usually put these on YouTube because navigating through Twitch VODs is annoying. I have it on both, but just for the chat reason. So I'll make sure it's highlighted so you can reference it later if you want to go back and just listen to it. But there's other people in the community that do these. I know Bitey does them, and I think Erie does them too. I thought we did the 123 flat. I'm pretty sure we did that as well, didn't we? Because I know I did at least 2 of yours. Yeah, I mean, always good to get additional insight. Everyone's gonna have a different opinion on stuff, so, you know, I say, in all honesty, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt, and don't feel bad if my advice isn't good. It's fine. I'm not gonna cry or anything. Like, this is just my perspective. There's so many perspectives. It's endless. I can't find. I'm trying to find my other playlist. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, I did, yeah, this low 124. That's what it was. Did I maybe watch your... I might have watched your run on stream, but didn't do an analysis? I don't remember. I might have not streamed it. I might have just watched it privately. Yeah, segment analysis is good too. I think those are important. Oh, maybe it was Bitey, yeah. I thought I did it too, but I ran this game sometime last year. I did 100%. I think it's coming up on a year now, because it's August already. Oh no, yeah, my hundo runs from November 30th, so it was like literally almost a year. It feels like it was this year, but it wasn't. My PB's from November 30th. So it's been less than a year. Yeah, time flies. Hundo kind of like burned me out a bit, so I kind of took a break. I'm gonna play again soon. I have stuff I want to work on. I just got other stuff I want to do first.